Today we are talking about what is not really good about selling on Etsy. I'm sure maybe you have some aspects, but I just want to tell you about one thing. And well, it's something you need to keep in mind. We don't have to trash our Etsy store, of course not. It's about selling on Etsy, but I think you should know that it is a disadvantage. So if you are against Etsy's terms of use and you haven't checked them really out, then you might violate these, and then Etsy might close your store. I haven't heard of anyone who this has been done to, but it could happen at any time, and because it is not yours, it is not on your domain, so maybe something happens and your store gets closed. Please, as I said, just keep that in mind. Most probably it will never ever happen because it's not Etsy's purpose to close your store. They want you to be there and they want you to add new products in the store because they want to earn money from you and send you customers and earn even more money. So there is no reason why they should actually close your store, but it can happen because it is not owned by you. You do not have the domain. It's not a store on your domain. And because of that, you really should keep that in mind and you should really read their terms of use. And that's pretty important. If you mess around on Etsy, people discover that and then think, okay, well, maybe no longer with that person, then you're gone. You can say, okay, then I open a new Etsy store. Yes, but you are losing your customers. So what can you do against that? First of all, keep their terms of use always on track with your Etsy listings. That's the first thing, yeah? We do not ever betray anyone. It's about having a good business, a real business, and definitely a business which covers all the ethic things. So you really need to be a top notch on that and never think about beating or betraying Etsy. It's not worth it. So keep that in mind. And once you have done that, also keep in mind that you have to know their terms of use so you don't violate things by mistake. So take your time, take it out of your busy day and maybe spend an hour or maybe even 2 to really read through their terms of use so you cannot violate their terms of use by any mistake. So it's a good idea, right? It happened to me once on Amazon. I used a tool, plugin on my website which cloaked the links, and that is not allowed. I didn't know that, and by mistake it was sent to a completely wrong page, to my homepage actually, which made them think I wanted to cheat them. It was not the case, but you are also, if you do it by mistake, you are still at the lost position. So my Amazon Associates account was closed, and actually they were right, but I lost the money, I lost my account, and I was so mad because it was never done by purpose. So it just happened. So, and to make sure it's not happening to you, coordinate the terms of use Etsy has, and then it won't, of course. But you could even have your own store. Sure, we need to talk about that. Although I do not recommend it right now, right up front. Why? Because it's super hard to get traffic there. If you are a lonely person on it's really hard to get people to your store and make a purchase and trust you. So what you would need to do up front is actually, to have people who trust you and then get them to your store. So you could start with Etsy, and when you see that things are increasing really well and you are making a ton of sales and you're giving Etsy a ton of money for listings and fees, then it might be time to get your customers to your store and send them, a link to your store with their purchase and have them coming to their store so you can reach them and make them sign up for your newsletter. So that's why we talked about newsletters. Do you remember? We talked that how important newsletters are. And if you don't know it by now, you may join our Etsy Makeover challenge or our Etsy course. There I tell you in detail why it's so super important to have your newsletter. So, okay, no longer chatting here around. Just please keep that in mind, that there is an option that your Etsy store might get closed at any time because you don't own it. So coordinate with the terms of use, and then you are on the safe side.